Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today I am really excited because we are officially introducing the R2K9. Yeah, so I've got Jason McCoy here with Microtech knives. We have Sam Seelig here. Sam and I are pretty much critical because we build each and every one of these that leave the facility. No other hands really put these things together other than myself and Sam. And of course, Jason's been an integral part of this whole thing. We're glad to be able to bring this to the public. Finally, after, what's it been, 3 years?
3 years now.
It's been 3 years, and just so you guys know the history and the background of this, we announced this about 3 years ago, and then it was requested to be submitted for trials, and this was with the U.S. military. And so if you're looking for the best of the best, okay, user serviceable, full titanium, there's no aluminum in this, it's super lightweight, it's full auto rated, it's plus P rated, full auto plus P rated. What we're going to do is we're going to throw some video out there. We brought some MP5s out here, MP5K and a regular MP5, some Glocks, and we're just going to have fun with it so you guys can hear it. Guys, I am using a Rode Go mic. You guys can see it right here, so that's going to be kind of shooter's ear. If you're wondering about the decibel reduction, I've posted that on some previous videos, but you'll kind of hear what I'm hearing. Now, I will give you a warning when we shoot unsuppressed so you can turn your volume down, but for me to try to do that in post-production is not going to be fair. So nothing is going to be edited on the volume for this through the entire shoot, okay? So you'll hear what I hear. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so every R2K9 9mm is going to come in a Nook 904 case, just like this. It'll have the serial number and everything on the outside, but guys, if you're looking for the best of the best, this is it, okay? No compromises. All right, so if you're looking at it, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the main body, which is full titanium end cap. You'll also get the accessory module. It comes with a spare spring, a spare piston, which is going to be half 28 and 13.5 by 1 left-handed. Those are the two options for the pistons. We do have the half 32 and half 36 for you guys that shoot maybe a fixed barrel on like a Colt that's a 9mm or an H&K. We do have those pistons that will be available as well, almost. And then we also have the fixed barrel spacer like this. Now, when you lift this up, you will also see the owner's manual. The owner's manual is on waterproof paper and tear resistant, and it comes with basically full details of how to assemble it, disassemble it, and everything else. You also have a disassembly tool here. It's basically a push rod. It's a 2-piece rod. And then also an armorer's tool, which is not needed, but it does make it nice when you're at home. It'll also come with a spare O-ring kit for the entire unit. So that's what you're getting with the unit when you purchase it. Now, once again, if you guys missed the live feed this morning, this is official. We are releasing these. I have a couple hundred in inventory already. I'm building them every week with Sam. And so there are no dealers that are signed on yet. So if you're a dealer or if you want to get up with your dealer, have them contact Microtech directly and get set up as a dealer, and we'll be able to ship these out. We will not be selling these to individuals, okay? We are a manufacturer, so we'll sell them out to the dealers, and then the dealers can handle the forms for you. So let's go ahead and shoot it. Guys, this is straight off of the batch that we're building right now. And like I said, these are technically overruns because we fulfilled the military contract. And so now that that's over with, we have these. We built extras because we figured you guys would want the best of the best. There is no aluminum. There is no substandard parts in this. This entire unit can be done in an ultrasonic and cleaned. It can be done with your silencer concoctions. It is a wet and dry rated suppressor. Let's go ahead and shoot it on a Glock. All right, guys, so for the first unit, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot a custom Glock. This is from Wayne Hammer Customs, and it's got a JLM. It's one of the Gucci Glocks. But I want you guys to hear the ammunition first. Like I said, we are using the 147 grain Defender. Big shout out to those guys. So here we go, 9mm unsuppressed into the dirt. Okay, so that's what it's like without the suppressor. What we're going to do is take the can. This is dry. This is the full length assembly. And what we're going to do, all right, so it doesn't fit because this is a 13.5 by 1 left-handed thread. So what we can do is we can switch the piston out very quickly. Even if I'm at the range, I don't have to look for tools. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end cap, and this end cap is going to allow you to switch out your piston because not all guns are going to have the same thread pattern. That's a factory Glock barrel. So I need to switch this out to a 13.5 by 1 left-handed. So I took it off. All I need to do is pull the piston out, put the new piston in with the spring, put what I call the PRC, the piston retainer cap on here. That end cap is the master key, guys. So you got to hear it without suppression. What we're gonna do now, pistol's been cleared. We're gonna put this on here. And here we go. And we have lock back just like we're supposed to. Another good thing about this titanium, it draws the heat away from it. So I can still touch it, I can still hold the gun just like that. I'm not saying this doesn't get hot, it will burn you. But it is full titanium. Titanium baffles, titanium everywhere. It costs a lot more to machine it, hence the price point. But we're trying to show you what all this thing is capable of. We'll do the Glock 19 next. All right, guys, so next up is a factory Glock 19, okay? It has the .528 barrel by VTAC. So we've already switched the piston out. You guys have seen how that worked. The only thing that's been done to this is there's a Streamlight TLR7 on the bottom of it. Trigger is factory. This gun is completely factory. You guys have already seen on the 17 that full length assembly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the K configuration, and all I have to do is unscrew this like that, and I can shoot it just like that. I'm not going to lose the baffles. Remember, they're retained. It's one of the patents on it. Right now, there are 4 patent numbers on here. Those are active. Those are not just US patents, but they're also European patents for the EU. So we recommend always putting the end cap on here. It will help protect the threads. It'll also keep it, if you drop the pistol or something, you don't get a ding in your threaded surface here. But let me go ahead and show you that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Glock 19. This has the 13.5 by 1 left-handed on it. So let me go, or actually this has the .528 on it. So it's just like this. I'm going to shoot it without the end cap, okay? So here we go. Without the end cap. Still going to be hearing safe in this configuration, guys. Everything measures under 140 decibels, and we're still completely dry. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the end cap, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back on because it will make a difference. We are clear. A lot of people don't realize how easy it is to muzzle yourself when you're using a suppressor. You just kind of take it for granted. So don't be in that group. All right, so here we go. We're going to load it up. K configuration, dry with the end cap. And we have full lock back. Guys, this thing functions every time. Very, very reliable. Very, very good platform. So I think it's time for some machine guns. What I'll do is I've got an MP5K, I've got an MP5 Navy, and like I said, those use the .536 piston. I'll go ahead and throw some on there. Once I do that, then we'll revisit this by throwing a little bit of water in it and showing you what the decibel reduction is when it's wet. You guys are going to be impressed. All right, guys, next up, HK MP5K. And this is the real deal. Now, this does have a 3-lug mount. We've developed it. It's not out yet, so that will be something that should be available, but we have every other configuration. So in this one, it's a .532. Because this barrel doesn't reciprocate, you want to use the fixed barrel spacer. Yes, you can shoot it without the fixed barrel spacer and just use the spring, the lid Nielsen device, but it's excessive wear and tear that you don't need to subject it to. So what we do is we just take the standard piston out. We're going to take the .532, we put it in, then you take the fixed barrel spacer and you just slide it over because it's taking up that space. And then now what we do is we put the end cap on top, the PRC, just like that, and then we can put the accessory module on. We could shoot it either way, it doesn't matter. But I'm just showing you how versatile and configurable this suppressor is. So, now that that's all on, we take this, don't muzzle yourself. Like I said, we've already cleared it. 3-lug is faster though, because it's done. But like I said, that's in the works. But I'd rather under-promise and over-deliver than vice versa. All right, guys, so I've got 25 rounds of 9mm, 147 grain, like I said, plus P is also good as well on this. We've already tried to burn these down before and we just can't seem to do it. So here we go. All right, MP5K, semi first. Now we'll put it on full auto, just like that. Guys, it is good to go. All right, guys, so the next thing is going to be accuracy. How repeatable is it? So we've got some 6-inch steels down there. We're at 20-something yards, and you guys might hear this actually hit up against the mic. But here we go. So it doesn't affect the accuracy at all, like I said, and this is tunable. So when you have the piston system in here, you can actually tune it by pulling out of the can and rotating it, and it will clock the impacts around. Guys, this thing is, I'm very proud of this unit. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're gonna put McCoy on it, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my mic off, and I'm gonna put it on his collar, but this other side, because the stock's hitting that, and you might be able to hear some feedback from that. So we'll just go a couple of shots semi-auto first, and we'll go full auto. All right. Cool. That's awesome. All right, guys, keep in mind, we are still shooting this dry. When we add a little bit of water to it, this is where the magic happens, okay? This is where you're gonna notice a significant decibel reduction. So what I'm gonna do is I'll show you how that process happens, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so hopefully you've enjoyed the demonstration so far. What we're gonna do now is put some water in it, okay? This is where the magic happens. So all you need is water, Diet Coke, urine, whatever the case is. You just need something that's ablative and a bottle cap. Now this is a small bottle cap compared to most standards, so I'll just put a little bit in there just so you guys can see the difference. And what I'm gonna do is just pour this into the cap like that. Once you pour it in here, all you have to do is just twirl this once or twice because that shakes out any excess. So this is about 2.5 cc's. You really want to put about 5 cc's in it. It should be good for about 30 shots or so. So I've got it in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to thread this on the Glock. We'll do the Glock 17 since this already has a 13.5x1 left-handed piston on here. Same Defender ammunition. And here we go. All right, guys, so for comparison, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot a steel so you guys can hear the difference. So I'll do 2 in the dirt, and then I'll do 2 on the steel. So you guys can hear that difference. And like I said, this will continue to work until that starts to basically evaporate out, but it does make a huge difference. I'm hoping you guys can hear that on the mic. Let's go ahead and finish it out. And of course we get lock back. Guys, like I said, unbelievable suppressor. Did we say 300 blackout? All right, so 300 blackout, subsonic, 200 grain. Let's see what it sounds like. Here we go into the dirt. That's crazy. All right, let's see if we can get one on steel. Dirt. Let's see if we get lock back. Functions perfectly. And guys, that's in the K configuration. So hopefully you're impressed with that. Don't know what else to say. Let's try something else. All right, guys, so then the last question to be answered is accuracy. Will this change the accuracy of the Glock? We've got it on the 17. What we'll do is we will go for the center of the man steel there, just in the orange, and we'll see if it'll do it. I've got 17 rounds. Now realize it will be loud when I hit the steel in the center. All right, here we go at about 15 yards. Let's go for the other one. Let's go for the other one. Center. Other one. Center. So guys, you're not going to have any type of repeatability or accuracy issues. And like I said, you can tune this by pulling on it. You don't want to grab it now because it is going to be hot, but you just pull it and index it. Remember where the serial number is, and it'll always locate on that same barrel the same way. So let's do a little bit further distance. Let's do something at like 50 yards or so. All right, so now we're at 45 yards. You guys can see the orange steel down there. Let's see if it affects accuracy at distance. All right, here we go. Yeah, so no issues whatsoever. Now, there is a really tiny 4-inch steel down there on the Texas Star. It's orange. I don't know if this is going to be that close, but let's see if we can knock one of those off. Oh yeah, no problem. Now guys, remember, we're at 45 yards here. So yeah, no accuracy issues whatsoever. We do have a double spinner just to the right of that. Let's see if we can hit the top one. Yep, and bottom. Yeah, so we can get that moving. So you guys can kind of see why this is the suppressor of choice. It really is. I can't say enough good stuff about it. And plus, being one of the co-developers for it, I've got to stand behind it. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.